Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 81 of Direwolf20's Age of Engineering series. Today, I got a Dark Solarium jet plate. We were working on an Angel Ring, but I also decided last episode that I wanted to start working towards some other things that we're going to need to do, which involves dragon killing. So, today's goal will be to get a really nice weapon for killing the dragon. I also taught my system here how to make some tier installers. So, in fact, actually, I think I want to get 5 of you. And I'm pretty sure, right? So that's going to require making some basic control circuits. It's going to require making some chrome, which will be a good time. Incidentally, I want to test something. Somebody put this in the comments of one of the videos here, and I want to test it, actually. Hey, you Chrome Dust. If we got a hopper... Somebody said if I use a hopper in here, and I don't know if this is true or not, but we're going to find out. Can I hopper into you? I don't want to mess with anything that's currently in place, but you're technically the same block of space, right? So yeah, that works. And nope, hopper into that thing does not evenly distribute. Bummer. Somebody put that as a comment in one of the videos. It was like, hey, hopper into the arc furnace, and then it'll behave a little better with the whole evenly distributing thing. I know somebody made an RF Tools control program that does that. I might look at replicating that at some point in the future. But for now, we're just gonna not super worry about that. Basic tier controller installer 2, 3, 4. There should be a 5th one on its way. There we go. Cool. Nice. I want to go try installing these over here. So in theory, I should just have to boop that. Sweet. Look at that. Basic enriching factory, basic compressing factory, so I can split you on. Split you on. Split you on. Split you on. And split you on. That's cool. Nice. So that actually works pretty darn well. Not bad at all. I like it. I guess that works. Let's try, let's make 10 of these. Hey, look at that. Spiffy. And if I wanted to, I could bump it up to another tier. But I think we're cool with the way it is for now, for the time being. Hey, are you having, sidedness issues? Or, what's your deal with redstone not being in here? Redstone. You should be export busing redstone into the top of this dude. So are you, not 1540... Extra purple, 1540, we're not out of redstone or anything silly like that, right? 1550. I'll troubleshoot it off camera. Zoinks. Yeah, interesting. You guys are all doing your thing. I guess it got, more of an internal buffer for that stuff, because it's a factory now. But hey, that's cool. Anyway, the reason I was doing that was because I was in the middle of making some kind of fancy bow. Specifically, a bow of the Wyvern. Dun dun dun! Look at that fanciness. Out of arrows! Oh no! Don't worry, we can solve that pretty easily. So the bow of the Wyvern, there is a bunch of stuff we can do to make this thing even cooler. Arrow velocity modifier. I don't want explosions, but definitely want that. I think back at my old base, let's get an infinity upgrade on this thing. So popping over to the old base, I want to put the infinity enchant on this bow. And I'm trying to remember now, I'm pretty sure it won't lose its enchants. But Enchanted Book Infinity is an Ender Pearl and 15 Lapis. That seems super reasonable. In here, with a book. Did I never teach you auto crafting of books because I'm a noob or what? And then this guy, Book and Quill. And 15 Lapis. I imagine we have more Lapis than this? Hey, wow, we actually really low on Lapis. I should start processing Lapis ore to do. And then 17 levels. So that guy, my guy with all my levels, is back at the space station. So let's get 20-ish, maybe 30. You're over here, buddy. I do like that quick teleport back and forth. Super cool. I do have levels, I'd like you to know. Sweet. It was just some kind of weird visual bug. Okay. But you and you go together. And now, we have a fancy bow. Sweet. So I want to take this with me to fight the dragon. That's definitely one of my plans for right now. I should probably move those things over. But let's also get... Where's my ore processing goodies? So we've got the Elite Smelting Factory. We've got the Enriching Factory. So what do you go into from Mechanism? Is it a Crusher or an Enrichment? Dude, Enrichment Chamber. Wow. Lapis Lazuli ore gets me 12 Lapis in an Enrichment Chamber. That's kind of cool. The only problem with this is the way this thing is configured is he's set up to like auto-smelt anything that comes in. So what I should probably get is another Advanced Enriching Factory in the center here to process ores that don't get smelted, right? So this guy auto-outputs to the right, so that he can auto-smelt it. But we're not going to want to smelt lapis, right? So we're going to want a separate one. And that'll be the same used for redstone and diamond and anything else that we want to process that doesn't automatically get smelted, right? So this is like on-demand crafting. This is processing ores. And then the fifth guy in the middle here, which we'll get hooked up in a sec, which will be, we're going to need an Elite Universal Cable and everything else. That'll be for processing stuff like that. I was all ready to do... some good things today, and then I got sidetracked, because that's what happens sometimes. So we're going to want another enriching. Let's get one of those. Enrichment Chamber. So we'll get a basic one for now. So all we need is a steel casing. So that won't be too hard to set up real fast. I just want to get this up and running, just because, like, you know, I want to be able to get more lapis, among other things that we're probably going to need at some point. Like I'm not processing my diamonds or my redstone or anything else right now, and at some point we'll need to, right? So might as well get this up and running. Shouldn't be too big a deal. So steel casing is almost done. Stored stainless. So you're crafting stainless steel for me, which is nice. And there you go. Cool. Casing here, right? And then I should be able to in place, so let's side config this in a sec, but I want to get the different tiers. So I want to get this as a basic, an advanced, and an elite tier. And I'm pretty sure that's all the tier upgrades that are necessary. Tier installer. Yeah, it looks like it. Sweet. Look at that. Nice. So now we can just drop lapis in there. We're going to need some speed and everything upgrades. So let's just do mechanism. So we'll want 8 speed upgrades, 8 energy upgrades, and we will also want muffler upgrades in this bad boy for them. Cool. So there's your 8 speeds and there's your 8 energies. Cool. Back in a minute. All right, so if I configure this correctly, the bottom should be input and the top should be output. Maybe? Hey, cool. You're extracting the lapis that I processed already, so that's good. So let's throw an acceleration card or 2 probably into you, and 1 acceleration card into you, and you'll definitely want to have some lapis down here. I had to do a little bit of rewiring, just because I was going to run out of stuff down here, channel-wise, but I think we're cool now. So you're cruising. Nice. So you should be on auto sort mode. And then we can throw our muffler upgrades into you. And that is going to be a lot of lapis processing. Wow, that was quick. All right. Maybe we should get a couple more acceleration cards. Well, there you go. Automated processing of stuff. That's pretty good. And how much lapis do we have now? A comically large amount. We just got like 2,000 lapis in like less than a minute. Like that is a comically large amount of lapis coming in right now. So that's cool. That is hilarious to me. I'm going to tell you to stop export busing lapis. Because there's no need to process all that. Like, we are going to have so much lapis when we're done with this. All right, back to the task at hand, which was upgrades. I want to upgrade this fancy bow that I got before I got distracted by, you know, things and stuff. So this bow can be upgraded to a Draconic tier, which we don't have really access to yet. But there's also like upgrades we can put on him. So there's RF capacity, which means how much power it can store, arrow damage, and arrow speed and draw speed. Arrow damage, just like it says, is the amount of damage the arrow does, but damage is a calculation of the amount of arrow damage plus the arrow speed, because the faster it's going, the more it's going to hurt the target. So arrow speed also increases the damage of the arrow. And then draw speed is how long it takes to actually draw the bow. Cool. So let's get arrow modifier card. So that would be these guys. So arrow damage and arrow speed. Cool. So let's get those. Arrow damage and arrow speed. So that is going to require a couple draconic cores. So let's just do this. Let's get like 10 of these guys, because I know I'm going to need a bunch. We are short on obsidian. Right. I disabled my obsidian auto crafter back in the overworld. Yet another, like, gotta go back and remember how things work kind of deal. You, sir, were redstoned on. So now you should be back to auto running. And this guy has 0 of 8 channels, which is why. So I can probably remove this. We don't need him anymore. And this. And this. But you guys should totally be hooked up to a channel of some sort. So now you've got a channel and you're import busing the obsidian. Cool. And you should be emitting a signal when we have 200 obsidian. Good deal. Okay. Let's do that again. 10 draconic cores. Cool. And while those are cooking, I'm going to dislocate my way home. So now we're going to want our arrow draw speed, which is going to require a bow. So I'm guessing both of them do, so I'll make 2 bows here real quick. So arrow damage needs an arrow. Okay, cool. So you are work in progressing the diamonds and the end diamonds. Cool. Nice. Dude, I love auto crafting. Working on the end diamonds right now. That is so cool. And then what's our draw speed going to look like? Draw speed is going to be in here. Arrow speed, draw speed. All right, so that also requires a bow. Arrow damage requires an arrow, and arrow speed requires an arrow. That's not too bad. So I got all that covered easily. So by now we should probably have these. So we only need 1 of these upgrade keys. So 1 arrow damage, 1 draw speed, and 1 arrow speed. And that is what we need to upgrade this bow. Now each of these has 4 tiers. The basic tier, the Wyvern tier, the Draconic tier, and the Chaotic tier. Now, we can only apply 2 upgrades because we're only at Wyvern tier, and that is restricted by these guys. So these are Wyvern tier crafters. That means that the only thing we can make are Wyvern tier upgrades. Cool. So let's work on draw speed first. So we're going to need, and they're the same for each, right? So it's 2 golden apples, 2 diamonds, 2 eyes of Ender, and a Draconic core. For a draw speed, arrow damage, and arrow speed. Like, they're all the same, right? And it's the same for every upgrade key from Draconic, right? So if we search for Draconic here, like dig speed, same for tier 1, right? Dig AoE, same for tier 1. Shield capacity, same for AoE 1. So I kind of want to program this thing in a little bit of an intelligent way. And then tier 2 is going to require a couple nether stars, a couple Draconic cores, a couple emeralds, and a Wyvern core. So let's get all the stuff we need. So first off, apples. We want some golden apples, right? So I'm going to get 6. Does that sound fair, right? And then 2 diamonds, 2 eyes of Ender, and a Draconic core. So 2 eyes of Ender. Six of you. And 3 of you. So that sounds cool, right? And that should be what we need. And then I'm going to go ahead and toss these into the insert filters. So we've already got diamonds kind of covered. Now the only problem that comes in here is that we kind of have 4 diamonds needed for some upgrades and 2 diamonds needed for others. So that's where we run into some hokiness. We'll probably be using this more than we are using the upgrade for other things. So I'm going to remove diamonds from 2 of these paths. Right, and everything else should be easy. So this covers the 2 diamonds that we need, right? And you can see I haven't even put item conduits yet on the new additions to this. But we will do apples on 2 of you. we will do Eyes of Ender on 2 of you. You already are Draconic Core, so that's kind of cool. And then what I'll do, I guess another Eye of Ender over here, one that doesn't have a diamond on it. So in theory, this should be what I need to do. So we should have 2 of those, 2 diamonds, 2 Eyes of Ender, and a Wyvern Core. Cool. And then we just throw our upgrade key on there, right? So if I throw my upgrade key on whatever, I'll put it on the one that doesn't have a pipe into it yet. And then I throw my bow in here, this should start going. Nice. Cool. And then what I'm going to do is remove the upgrade key for the next tier. So that should be easy. All right? Nice. All right, so that works. Looking pretty good. That's one of like the tricks, is trying to get the balance of like the right inserting. Because if I had thrown 4 diamonds into there, like that wouldn't have worked so well, right? So that wouldn't have been good. So that upgraded arrow damage. Cool. So we can remove arrow damage, we'll insert draw speed, we'll get our bow back out, and we'll throw that in, and now we're going to get bow speed upgraded. In theory, assuming... Oh, because I put 6 in here. Haha, there's your problem. Did I derp that up anywhere else, by the way? Eyes. Let's just double check. No. Nope. It was the only one I derped. Cool. So now you should run. Nice. Back in a minute when I get the other one done. Alright, so all 3 stats are now upgraded on this bow, which means I should be able to boost my base damage up, my arrow velocity modifier up, and I guess draw speed is automatically applied. Sweet. I assume that's automatically in there. Base damage, auto fire is off, magnification, arrow velocity, explosion. Cool. Is there anything about draw speed down there? Not really. So I guess it's just like automatically built in. Sweet. So I'm now crafting. So we're going to need 6 of you, 6 of you, 6 of you, and we need 3 Wyvern Cores. I notice I'm getting low on blaze rods, so I had to go back to my main base and turn on the blaze spawner. So that's on now. I'm just kind of waiting for those to fill in. Can I at least get one of these? Because that would be cool. Wyvern Core 1? No, I still need more blaze rods. Alright, back in a few minutes when blaze rods are done. Alright, so I think I configured this all correctly. We'll find out. But I would like, I guess draw speed I'll go first with. So you there, and then you should now be getting upgraded to another tier of draw speed. From basic to Wyvern tier. Nice. Back in a minute. Arrow speed is next. And the last one. Nice. Alright, cool. So that is good stuff. So I've got a really nice bow now. Now let's look at, while that's crafting up, I would like to look at the tablet here to figure out how to use that thing that I don't know about. Ender Energy Manipulator. Don't want to risk incurring the wrath of the Enderman by killing the Ender Dragon, but you still want to get your hands on a dragon egg? No problem. Sweet. Allows you to extract an egg from the Ender Dragon without killing her. To get started, simply craft this item and right-click the end portal with it in the end. The process will begin immediately. Note, this may anger the Enderman just a little bit, but they will get over it. It's not like you're killing the dragon after all. Nice. So we're going to need 7 Eyes of Ender, and a Wyvern Core, and 2 Draconic Cores. So let's get that going. So we're going to need a Wyvern Core. We're going to need 2 Draconic Cores, and 7. And at some point I might wind up having to teach this thing how to make these, because I'm not sure if this gets used up or not. I mean, I kind of have to imagine it does, right? Like, I don't imagine you just go in there and just keep right-clicking. But I might be wrong. Maybe that's how it works. But I imagine that this is like a, you know, craft this item, use it once, and it basically turns into an ender, and a dragon egg. So, let's see. You're crafting up the Draconic Cores we need for the Wyvern Core. Cool, 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 cool. Stored, crafting, reinforced obsidian. I assume you're all behaving properly. Scheduled, reinforced obsidian, crafting, reinforced obsidian. Something wrong in mechanism room world? I was rewiring in here, so I wouldn't be too surprised if I broke something. Power. How did I break power in here? Did I break a power cable and, like, not notice? You guys okay there or what? Yeah, everything's dead on power. Interesting. You guys are all good though. Well, no, that one's not good. That one's just a rendering issue though, as I recall. Right. Back in a minute when I figure out what I broke. Alright, so I think the power thing is just a visual bug, but the real problem is there's no osmium going in. Courtesy of the export bus. And it like totally should be, because we have plenty of osmium ingots. So troubleshooting, I'm thinking it might be Phantom Face related, because it is configured for top to be extra purple, right? So that works. Back in a minute. And you know what? Break replacing the export bus fixed it. So that shouldn't be too hard of a problem to solve. So if I got redstone and I got diamond, a compressed diamond that is. Hopefully that's not too hard to make. There we go. And a compressed obsidian. Should be easy. Nice. Okay. So you are redstone. So yeah, for whatever reason, break, replace, redstone. Break. Replace diamond with a crafting card. Break. Replace you with a crafting card. Now everybody's behaving again? That seems to be better. Yes. Okay. So whatever reason, that was a thing. You go back to... I was testing many things. Cool. Alright, now we're good again. Interesting. So I guess upgrading them in place was the problem, and for whatever reason, Applied Energistics just didn't like that. And was like, hey, what are you doing? So let's do this manually for now. So I need 10 of these, right? That's going to be fun to set up. And then from Draconic, we're going to need 2 of you and 1 of you. And again, I've never done this before, so I'm learning this on camera. And a weather skeleton skull? Now, how much power do you need in this thing? 120 million RF. Interesting. So that's a lot of power. You know. I mean, we're good on power. We have 5.3 billion. But in theory, we can only do that like 50 times with our current power storage. Obviously, we're producing more all the time, but yeah. Okay. So that can all go away because that was all testing stuff. So in theory, okay. I guess the Enderman, or the Ender Dragon, it sounds like the Ender Dragon has to be alive for this to work. To get started, simply craft the item and right-click the end portal with it, in the end. So I assume that's the portal that happens when the Ender Dragon isn't around. So let's also get the end crystal things that will spawn us a new Ender Dragon. I want to, like, be prepared for this. Gas tiers? Do we have, like, no gas tiers? Bees can produce gas tiers. Something to think about. 9 is probably good enough for now. You need 4 of these, right? Alright, so let's dial up the end portal. Dial once. And I want to set this as a destination here, of course. So let's see, where is the end portal? In here. Here it is. Okay, cool. Let's take these guys down. Now I imagine that this thing needs, you know, but let's get ready. I'm gonna program it to be like right here-ish. So add new, the end, commit, and lock. Cool. So I'm assuming I can't just like, must be placed on the end gateway. I guess the dragon has to be here, right? So let's try that. Pretty sure. I want to just double check this. So yeah, they go here, 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 and here. And that should respawn the dragon. And then we'll try... Oh, hello. That's loud. Music and sounds. Hostile creatures, hopefully, is what that growl is. Also, it probably would have been smart. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Hopefully that didn't burp nothing up. Yeah, no, it didn't. Cool. I wanted to grab my draconic bow out of here. Yay, the Ender Dragon's back. Sweet. Alright, so now does this work? Is this just going to give me an egg? Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Oh yeah, the Endermen are not pleased. That is kind of fun. That is cool. Dude, look how angry they are. I'm gonna have to do something about this. That really angers them a bit, huh? Oh, speaking of, I want some of this. Hey, Enderman, leave me alone. I'm trying to get some breath here. That's neat. How long does it take? Magnet. Ow. Ow. Oh, I have a magnet. Is it done? No, it looks like it's still going. Wow, so that was cool. Alright, so that's neat. So that's a way to get many eggs without many... Okay. And it looks like the Endermen all kind of chilled out. Sweet. Okay. So let's try killing this dude. I want to boost up my stats on all my bow. So arrow base damage, I'll boost it up as high as it goes. Arrow velocity modifier. And if I wanted to, I could turn on the auto fire thing. Oh yeah, that's nice. So that's a really quick kill. So if I turned on auto fire, which is fun, just hold right click and it keeps shooting. And that's of course draining power. So each shot is using 70,000 RF. Not bad. Let's get some more of this end breath stuff while we're here. Bottling it up. Like, I didn't even take out the crystal. I'm not worried about it, right? Oh, yeah, while you're there, you're... Alright, settle down, End Dragon, let's go. That's cool. Alright, let's move. Come on, get out of there. I want to kill you now. There he goes. Easy peasy. So I'm not sure if that gives me another egg, but it totally gives me another heart, which is definitely something I'm going to need. Large amounts of, probably. Attack. Cool. And the heart teleports to your inventory no matter where you are, as long as you're in the end dimension. So you don't have to be near it. It'll just right into your inventory in a second here. See? Poof. Right into your inventory. Sweet! Oh, and cool! She did drop another egg. Well, that's nice. So let's piston you. Really, guys? Really? 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 I'm not even gonna kill you. Like, you know. I might kill you if you don't let me place this piston. Alright, you're getting killed. I didn't look at you. All I did was kill the Ender Dragon. Why are you angry? Oh, and I might have, like, used a bunch of your souls to create an egg. But, again, why are you angry? Cool, so 2 eggs. Nice. Alright. And if I wanted to, I could spawn another one of these. So I only need 4, but that should be all there is. So I don't have that thing again. I'll have to keep making those things if I want to make more eggs, but getting more hearts requires respawning. So I'll need to automate gas gears at some point. Alright, back in a minute after I kill this new dragon and get hopefully another egg and definitely another heart. So yeah, killing the Ender Dragon is pretty straightforward, as long as she doesn't land, because she's immune to ranged weapons when she's above the portal like that. Easy peasy. Another heart, maybe another egg. Back in a minute. Yeah, totally another egg. Look at that. Awesome. Really? Really, Enderman? Beautiful. And there's the other heart. Cool. Put them away. And we're good to go. Alright, meet you guys back at the base. Alright, so I'm working on the Ender Star. I need an Ender Casing. What else do I need for an Ender Star here? Stabilized Ender Pearl. That doesn't look too bad. Just an End Diamond, which I can totally craft automatically. Hooray. And that doesn't take too long usually. Yeah, super quick. Sweet. And that's required for a bunch of stuff, but specifically this one. Ender Crystal, Pulsating Mesh. The Ender Crystal, I think, is not terrible. That just requires a few things, like the Soul of an Enderman, but we got that all automated, so that should be cool. Sentient Ender. I don't think I have that one automated. So that is the Soul Vial of a Witch plus an Ender Resonator. Soul Vial of a Witch. I assume that that's not something I can craft, right? Just mushrooms. Alright. To the overworld, I presume. Oh great, it's daytime. Alright, back in a minute. Want to find a witch. Hey, there's one. Or two, as a matter of fact. Sweet. Or three, as a matter of fact. Come here, you. Thank you. I wanted to grab a few, just in case I ever needed more. I brought 4 vials with me. That looks to be enough, I guess. Back home we go. Cool. So you need Sentient Ender, which is an Ender Resonator and a Soul Binder. I'm not going to auto-craft this, because I don't think I need a lot of these. I don't know. So you plus a witch. There we go. And the other witches will just stay in there for the time being. Cool. Nice. Ender Star. Beautiful. Alright, cool. So now we need that. So we're also going to need a couple Wyvern doohickeys. Draconic core things. So get 2 of them going. That shouldn't be too bad. Flight module needs a gassed syringe. Because we love ghasts. Off to the end. Or the nether. I feel like just last episode I was flying around looking for ghasts. And earlier in this episode too. Should do something about that. There's one. Come here, you. So I think 10 hits on average. So that got me to 100%. Alright, perfect. Nice. So it was the flight module one? Yeah. Cool. Okay. So we're getting there. Flight modifier from environmental tech. Requires a vibrant jetpack. Are you kidding me? And I can't even substitute my dark solarium. Are you kidding me? Oh well. Looks like we're making a vibrant jetpack off camera. Yay, vibrant jetpack. Woot. Alright, so that was a thing that took a long time to make off camera. But now we've got a flight modifier. So now we have so much. So close. Literally just the last bit. And that would be the Enchanted Ingot, which requires 10 buckets of liquid experience. So let's get a tank here. A new one, maybe. That can hold 16 buckets. So I'm assuming that if I just popped this over here, I don't know how many levels 10 buckets is. I hope it's not that much, though. It doesn't seem to be that terrible. Because we've already got, like, a quarter of it, and we've used like 1 level of what we've got here. So that's cool. So if I set you to active with signal, no, you don't stop. All right, that's fine. So we'll just get 10 buckets worth, and then we'll pipe it back. Perfect, 10 buckets, nice. And that goes into a carpenter. I could probably like break and replace you, right? Would be one way to go. Or do I want to make a new carpenter for this? I mean, I'm only going to ever do this once, I suspect. All right, working on all the ingots I'm going to need here. One step at a time. So you are making your plutonium for this. Cool. So we need... I've got most of them already. Which one do I need a lot of? So tungsten steel done, iridium done, draconium done, hop graphite I can make, Wyvern alloy done, demon ingot done, refined obsidian done, making ludicrite now, and then night slime ingot. Oh boy, that's one I did not see coming. Night slime, huh? Night slime ingot can be cast with molten night slime, which is alloyed with iron, liquid purple slime, and seared stone. Okay. Do we have purple slime hanging out? We do have 2. Okay, cool. So you will smelt to 250 millibuckets, and we need 125. So we should only need 1 of these, right? And then 1 seared stone, and that looks like half an iron ingot. So that shouldn't be too bad. So one of you, like maybe 2 of you, right? So like that, and that. And I think that should be cool. So let's mix these into an ingot form and see what happens. So you're redstoning, so you're cool. You, and you. And we'll be back in a minute. So we've got the purple slime, and now we're getting nice molten night slime. Looks like we'll probably need a little bit more seared stone than I've got. Well, or than that I put in there, for that matter. It might be a seared brick that I'm going to want to put in there. That's probably going to be a smart approach, and that should be enough. Hey, yeah, that's good. 1 ingot of molten night slime. Works for me, because that's all I need. Sweet. And then I just need that hop graphite ingot, which is pretty easy. We just have to smelt a hop graphite dust, which is, what in there? 8 coke? So that should be easy. So by the time we get back to the space station and find a way to immersive engineering room, those 8 should be done. Wherever the immersive engineering room is. Cool, and that just goes into the squeezer. Searching for coke will be easier. You go in there, check. Sweet, hop graphite. I can just put you in there. Nice. All right. Good deal. So I think this has to go in the proper order. But, you know, ceremoniously, let's just do this. Demon ingot. So tungsten, iridium, draconium. Tungsten, iridium, draconium. And then in the order that these guys are. So this, and that. And then we push that, and we should, once we get 10 buckets worth of liquid XP in here, be good to go. That sounds cool, right? And will this be everything I need to make an angel ring? I think the answer is yes. And then we will officially have entered the final age of the Age of Engineering. I'm excited. Go, liquid XP, go. What's happening? The things are going. Can't work, needs power? No problem. Because I moved you. It's happening! Nice, dudes. We've got an enchanted ingot. How cool is that? So let's rebind you there. That looks cool. I think I lost my draconium battery somewhere. There it is. Sweet. I noticed things weren't recharging automatically, and I was like, hey. So that means it's time for me to wonder why this isn't working. Don't tell me you have to be, like, empty, right? Flight module, Ender Star. This should totally be working. Angel ring. Yeah, don't tell me it has to be like drained of power, because that will be like super hyper insanely annoying if that's the case. I don't know of a good way to drain him of power. Back in a sec, let me think. Will the Enervator do it from actually additions? Yeah, it does. Cool. So all we need is an energy trash can. And I guess conduits. So that should work. Back in a minute. There we go. I mean, technically I could have saved that 60 million RF, but what's 60 million RF when you've got 6 billion, right? So does that mean that you can now do the thing? Why? Why are you no crafting? Maybe like for some reason it wants it to be in a regular vanilla crafting table? Maybe? Why you no like me? I don't know. Just testing. Why you no angel ring? Alright guys, so no idea why it's not working. So I'm gonna have to, like, I did a bunch of things. So what I'm gonna do is do that, and hopefully, like dropping and picking that up. Oh, I wanted you to trigger age 14. Brutal. Trigger age 14, please. So we have the angel ring, but I want the age 14 trophy. I wonder if this will work. Yay, that works. Yay. That is cool. All right, so we got the age 14 trophy. So what I'm going to do then is just delete all these items that I would have otherwise used. So you go away. You go away, you go away, flight modifier, this thing, the Ender Star, the Cursed Lasso, and the Enchanted Ingot. So that's all the things that I would have used in that recipe, right? Yeah, we don't have any more, so that's good. So sweet. All right, cool. And now we can get my Draconic Chestplate back. All right, so that's wrapping up point for the episode. Dowell20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I think we're in good shape, guys. So we will come back next time and have a bit more fun getting ready to do more crazy stuff. I want to continue along the creative age, and maybe next episode, no promises, but I'm going to keep the trophy in my inventory so that we can actually move trophies. I'm thinking like the center platform here would be a nice place to be my trophy room, but I just have to figure out how I want to lay it out. So for now, take it easy.